Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. My name is Krista and I am here to do a Celtic Reiki healing for you today. If you are unfamiliar with Celtic Reiki, I highly recommend getting on Google and spending a few minutes reading about it. It's really incredible and Google would do it way more justice than me, but I will try to give a brief little introduction. It's not something I made up. A gentleman by the name of Martin Pentecost was studied traditional Japanese Yasui Reiki. He was a master and he studied with some of the greats. And he went home and was felt very connected to his land and the trees and all of the healing properties of those trees. And he took the ancient Celtic alphabet created by the Druids centuries ago. It's called the Ogham. And each of those symbols represents a different tree, and each of those trees represents a different type of healing. And he adapted what he knew to that. So this is a type of energetic healing that comes from a background of traditional Reiki, but has been adapted to fit the land that he is from, and that is where all of my ancestors are from. So when venturing out to learn Reiki and considering all the different options, I decided to go this route first before I learn other types of energetic healing. And my teacher, Sarah Tilsley, is actually on YouTube. She's fantastic. If you don't follow her, I very much recommend it. She is a Yasui Reiki master and teaches that. And then she also teaches and performs Celtic Reiki, Angelic Reiki, Egyptian Reiki, and Oceanic Reiki. And they're all incredible, and I love watching her and listening to her. And like I said, I'm her student. I'm attuned at level 1, which means I'm able to practice on you, but I am not able to accept money for sessions. That'll be after I'm attuned at level 2, which I'm going to do this summer. So today I want to do things a little differently, and I want to tell you about the symbol that I'm going to be using for today's healing and what it means, and then I will be doing the energy healing session in silence. So with that being said, today I am going to be doing this symbol, which is pronounced, if I'm getting the pronunciation correct, Nion. Nion. And this is the Ogham stave with the symbol carved on it. Come on, focus up. And this represents the ash tree. And so this is actually on a piece of ethically sourced ash tree. I will be using that later in the healing. So I'm just going to read a little bit about this to you. I'm not going to read the whole chapter, but I've highlighted some passages. Some key words that this symbol represents and that I'm going to be focusing on today in the healing session is renewal, feminine energy, growth, peace, newly matured warrior, heart of the matter, pleasure of being fully alive and yourself. It's the world tree. Also, lightning flash is a big symbol for this, and I'll get into that later. Rebalancing of excess, that's a big one I'm going to be focusing on, is a rebalancing of excess, especially with everything going on in the world right now. We need that. A touch of fate, magical insight, and correct focus. Okay, like I said, this is an ash tree, and ash grows all over Europe, Scandinavia, and in the US. Part of the lore and legend of this is in Scandinavian myth, the world tree was a giant ash tree connecting all of the realms of existence. And this is what I love about trees, is the root system that connects to all the other trees around it, and all the roots of everything in the ground all connecting to each other, and it's like how we're all connected. And when I want to get grounded and relaxed, I imagine myself growing roots into that root system and connecting with it. And I'll do that in our guided meditation today for you. So In Scandinavian myth, the world tree was a giant ash tree connecting all the realms of existence. For this reason, it is also sacred to Odin, who hung himself upon an ash tree in search of wisdom. I don't think that it sounds very wise to hang yourself on an ash tree, but to each their own. The ash is often associated with lightning, as its height appears to attract it with startling regularity. Hence the old saying, avoid an ash, for it courts a flash. Lightning is so magically significant the world over as the touch of divinity, and the wood that has been struck by lightning is always considered to be especially powerful. Another god of lightning, Thor, had a spear of ash, again strengthening this connection. So that is some of the lore and legend. As far as some of its practical and magical uses, it is good for, like I said earlier, the power of direct and focused intention. It's used for witches' broom handles. It is reminiscent of its position as the world tree and its attributes of magical flight. It helps you to travel to other worlds or view the mortal world through spirit vision. And it's good for protection and transit, so it's a good one for when you travel. As far as ash's healing properties, it is an antivenom for snake bites. It was used for rheumatism, gout, and jaundice. It's used laxatives and diuretics. Applying to the scalp to treat itching and infestations. It can be taken to ease fevers. It is good for liver problems. And it is supposed to be an aphrodisiac. It's been used in aphrodisiac powders and spells. It energetically, ash encourages strength and endurance. It helps us endure the harshest circumstances. It lends its strength to protect land, family, and all that is important in a person's life. It helps them operate from a sense of rootedness and inner balance. It encourages good connections with tribe, family, and or community. And then lastly, the Ogham divination meaning for this is that the ash Ogham Nion, it suggests strength, uprightedness, and correct focus. It is a symbol of the newly matured, hardened warrior at the height of his or her prowess. It refers to the direct application, the pursuit of wisdom, and the value of getting to the heart of the matter. It encourages the solar qualities of courage and determination, as well as exuberance and vitality. It shows the value and pleasure of being fully alive and being fully yourself. I really want to highlight that saying. If you take away nothing else from this, the one phrase I want you to really keep in mind is the pleasure of being fully alive and being fully yourself, even in difficult circumstances. As the world tree, it helps balance the concepts of being and doing, as well as giving and receiving energy. And it does so in equal measure. It therefore encourages the rebalancing of any excess in behavior. So that's a big thing I'm going to focus on during this healing, is rebalancing any excess in behavior. And it helps your coming into greater balance with the world around you. Ash may be understood as being akin to the lightning flash, the point of union between the mortals and the gods. Prepare for the touch of fate, the spirit world, or magical insight to descend upon you. So that is what this lovely book, Celtic Tree Magic by New Forest, has to say about that. All right, we are going to start off with a quick meditation, and then I will be doing the rest of this session, the Reiki healing, in silence, okay? So I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for a second at the top and then let it out slowly through your mouth. Breathe in healing, cleansing, love, and light. And breathe out hurt and resentment and pain and negativity. Breathe in good health and cleansing and happiness. Breathe out toxicity, negativity, stagnation. As you breathe in and out, I want you to check in with your body. If you're laying or sitting or whatever you're doing, I invite you to see if there's any spots that are uncomfortable or need adjustment. And I invite you to make those adjustments so that you can be your most comfortable. And then I invite you to place your attention on the bottom of your feet and imagine that they're planted into the ground and that you have roots growing out of the bottom of them into the ground. Now, if you're someone who can visualize this, great. If you can't see it, maybe you can feel it. Maybe you can hear it. Maybe it's not any of those things, but you can just listen to what I'm saying and imagine that it's happening. And those roots are growing out of the bottom of your feet into the earth and connecting with all the roots of not only all the trees around you, but all the trees in the world, all the way to the center of the earth, connecting with the tree of life and the world tree. And through these roots, you are soaking up into your body through the bottom of your feet, the support system that it creates, the health and vitality and nurturing and cleansing and support and strength and groundedness and protectedness. And all of that is coming up in through the bottom of your feet, your ankles, lower legs, knees, upper legs, your bottom, your pelvis, the base of your spine, your lower abdomen and hips, your lower back and lower stomach, your upper stomach and digestive system, moving up your back and your spine to the middle of your back, up to your diaphragm from front to back, your chest and heart and lungs, in the middle of your back, your upper chest, into your shoulders, going down your shoulders to your upper arms, your elbows, your lower arms, your wrists, your thumb, pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, coming back up your hands and your arms and your shoulders up into your upper chest and neck and throat, the back of your neck, the base of your skull, around your chin and your jaws. And from your jaw up to your cheeks and your mouth, your nose, temples, the space between your eyebrows, your forehead, the top of your head, the crown, and all around your head, giving you the grounded, protected, healing, loving, cleansing, nurturing vibes to prepare you to receive this Celtic Reiki healing. All right, I will begin now. Begin with a bell. A little smoke cleanse. This is Yerba Santa, the Yerba Santa bundle. Just do a little cleanse here. so much for joining me today. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do so, as I am a newer creator and would love to grow my subscriptions on here. And I would love for you to like and comment and share any insights that you had from this healing. And I thank you so much for joining me today and for being here. And I want to send you off with just a feeling of rest and belief in who you are and being who you're meant to be for this world to enjoy.